Hi, welcome back to sydsceneit. So for this video, I'm going to be doing a reaction to the new Shadow and Bone trailer. Now, Shadow and Bone is a TV series that's about to drop on Netflix, and the official trailer just came out. There was a teaser that had already come out a little while ago, and honestly, that teaser trailer, I thought it was a trailer on its own because it's about as long as like your average trailer. The official trailer has finally come out, and so that's what I'm going to be doing a reaction to. Let's talk a little bit about what Shadow and Bone is. I did a little research because I wasn't too familiar with it. So Shadow and Bone is based off of a book by the same name, and that book is part of a book series, and I believe the book series is called the Grishaverse. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I'm not sure if this first season is going to be just about book one or if it's going to have like some things that tie into other books. And no surprise, if you have watched some of my other videos, you will know that I have not read this book that this show is based off. Kind of a recurring theme with me, which I'm trying to work on, which is why I have challenged myself to actually attempt to read this book before this show comes out. I think I can do it. I think I'm a pretty fast reader, especially when I'm invested in something, so we'll see how it goes, and then hopefully that will make my viewing experience either better or worse depending on how true the show is to the book or not. I have read an excerpt of the book, so I kind of like know what at least happens at like the very beginning. Honestly, what I read was enough to like draw me in, so I think if I buy the book, like, it seems pretty promising from what I read. So the little blurb that is under the trailer goes as follows. Dark forces conspire against orphan map master Alina Starkov when she unleashes an extraordinary power that could change the fate of her war-torn when she unleashes an extraordinary power that could change the fate of her war-torn world. Interesting. So let's get into this trailer. I'm really excited to watch. I don't know too much about the cast or anybody who's in it, except I know that I think Ben Barnes is in it, and he was Prince Caspian in like one of the Narnia movies. That's literally all I know about who else is in it. As always on sydsceneit, I'm going to talk about a scene that I liked, that I'm looking most forward to seeing. Yeah, we'll get into all of that. So let's get right into the trailer. Here we go. Okay.
You're safe now. Tell me what happened in the fold. What saved you?
You won't believe me, but it was a sun summoner.
Is this true? Can you summon light?
Okay, I'm pausing because so far, everything that we've seen so far is like all that I read in the excerpt, where there's like, I don't want to get into like the whole world and stuff because honestly, from what I read, I'm not even sure of how everything works in this universe. But I know that there's like this, what they call the fold. They said that in the trailer, and it's like just this mass of darkness is how I understood it to be. And the girl that they showed, I believe that's Alina, and I know that the book starts off where she is like a part of like a mission or like a part of this group that's going into the fold. There's like an attack within the fold, and then there's like this burst of light or something like that. That's about as far as the excerpt in the book had. So far the trailer seems to be in line with that, so familiar territory, but I feel like as the rest of this goes on, it's going to be a lot of stuff that I don't understand, so we'll see.
She's real.
Our enemies are threatened by your mere existence.
The whole world will be after you.
The prize is 1 million Kruger. Bring me Alina Starkov.
Am I a prisoner?
All of Ravka is. Until you and I enter the fold and destroy it from within.
Oh, they look weird.
Pressure.
The little monsters.
Everyone is looking at me like I'm the answer.
Bring the light. Again.
The only thing more powerful than you or me. The two of us together.
Good girl. Now the work begins.
If it goes wrong,
I'll find my way back to you. How many bullets do you have?
Not enough. She'll realize she has only one equal. There are no others like us, and there never will be.
You have no idea how much larger a role you have to play.
My first thought is that I clearly need to really read the book if I like want to have it read and understand what's going on in this show. This looks so good. I feel like this was, I don't even really remember what all was in the teaser trailer, but I feel like this was definitely more. So yes, that was Ben Barnes, and he I think his character is like a bad guy. I don't know how the characters are all in the book, and like maybe if they switch some characteristics around for some of them with the show, but I'm getting bad guy vibes from him, but at the same time I'm already getting a vibe of like a love triangle situation between Alina, him, his character, Ben Barnes' character, and whoever this other guy is. He's the character who's like her best friend in the book. I think they were orphans together, if I'm remembering correctly. It looks really cool. If I'm remembering correctly as well, I don't like within like the Grisha verse, like the powers or something have to do with like elements, or some of them do. And then obviously Alina's character, there's something to do with light, as we saw in this trailer. So I'm looking forward to like seeing all their powers and stuff, and like the special effects and how all that's gonna look. There were a lot of moments in here that looked really interesting. I think what I'm most excited for to see are like all of the scenes that happen within the fold, because there's like monsters, like these winged looking creatures that look really bizarre, so that'll be exciting to see. It looks like they're gonna be going into the fold a couple of times, so I know in the excerpt of the book that I read, they were going in like pretty early on, so it looks like we're gonna see them in that environment a couple of times. There was somebody with a top hat, I saw that. He looks like an interesting character. So for the scene you have to see, there are a couple of moments that really stood out to me in terms of parts that I'm really looking forward to seeing. Most of them involve Alina using her powers, because they honestly look really cool to me. And there's this one part where it looks like she might be in the fold using her powers. Like not the first time, this looks like it's a different time, like later on when she has a better handle on her powers maybe. That looks pretty cool. Another scene that looks like it's gonna be really interesting are the scenes where we see Ben Barnes' character using his powers, which I honestly am not sure exactly what they are. It looks like it has something to do with like dark smoke matter stuff. I don't know. There's like one little quick bit right there in the trailer where it looks like it's him and his powers are like splayed out. That looked pretty cool, just like from a visual aspect. That's another scene that I am excited to see. those are my thoughts on the official trailer for Shadow and Bone. Don't spoil the books for me, but have you read them? How do you think the books are going to match up to the show? Is there a scene in the book that you hope they keep in the show? Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you next time. Bye!